Hello everyone, welcome to Skin Tips Saturday live. Hope you're well, hope you had a fantastic week. Now today I'm going to be talking about peels. Would peels be right for your skin? This video is part of a series that I'm doing during winter. Last week we talked about microdermabrasion, and today we'll talk about skin rejuvenating peels. Have you had a peel before? If you have, pop your comments below. Tell us what your experience was like with a peel. Did you enjoy the peel? Did you see great results, great benefits, or you didn't like it? I've had many peels over the last 10 years and all different type of variety of strengths, and so I've tried pretty much everything that's available out there, except medical peels that are done by doctors. I haven't gone that far. I've mostly been experiencing and treating my skin with peels that are rejuvenating, or peels that are designed for acne. So it's the peels are great because they help to deliver really good, fast results. And today I will talk about which peels are best for which skin types. And later this morning, if you jump on my group, I will go further into it and talk about how peels actually work. So, who can benefit from peels? What we found when we treat skin in the salons, we find that most people can benefit from a peel from time to time. We especially would target people with thickened, sun-damaged skin. So whether it's premature aging visible on the skin as a result of lifestyle factors, as a result of perhaps not looking after your skin very well, not looking after your skin when you're out in the sun, so the skin can appear dull. It can look lackluster. It can, it just basically looks like it needs a rejuvenating treat. So we're targeting people with peels, particularly because you can see very quick, fast results when the skin is sun damaged and thickened, to refine that skin and to brighten a dull skin. So sun damaged skin, premature aging would benefit from having a peel. The other skin types that are really good candidates for peels would be acne clients, people suffering with acne or post-acne scarring. Pigmentation is another great condition to be treated with peels. Open pores, clogging, congestion in the skin. So if you have blackheads, clogging, breakouts, peels can really help. So light skin rejuvenation to deeper skin rejuvenation, refining of wrinkles, refining of skin texture, thinning down that thickened epidermis that makes pores look really large. So refining the pores, brightening our dull skin, giving life and energy back to our skin, revealing that beautiful skin that's trapped under a buildup of dead cell layers. So if you have that kind of skin, or if you're suffering with congestion, blackheads, breakouts, then you will benefit from a peel. Now, when is a good time to have a peel? In Australia, our weather is very strong, very hot during summer. So summer periods are not the ideal time to have a peel. If you were to have a peel, have a gentler type of peel, lower percentages, higher pH, and perhaps choosing more of an enzyme peel rather than going into stronger peels like glycolics and salicylic. Winter time, during the cooler periods, is the ideal time actually to do peels, and especially if you're going to do a course of peels. Why? When you have a skin peel, dead cell layer is removed, and your underneath layers of the skin are revealed, so they can become a little bit more sensitized to UV light, and so you could burn more easily, you could pigment more easily. So it's best to be done during cooler periods of the year, and also I prefer, when I have a peel, I prefer to have it done at the end of the day rather than beginning of the day. So at the end of the day, so the skin has the time to recover in the evening and overnight. Of course, when you have a peel, you must protect your skin from the sun. If you're not a regular user of sunscreen, don't even think about doing peels. And in fact, really good therapists will refuse to do peels if you're not using sunscreen regularly. So that's an absolute must and a prerequisite. The other thing that beauty therapists will do before they do a peel is do a thorough consultation. You fill out a form and they look at your lifestyle factors, they look at the skincare you're using, how you've been treating your skin, because there are certain things that can contraindicate you having a peel. So that means that you can't have a peel. So we check for contraindications. Some of these include if you're using strong cosmeceutical products such as retinols and products with alpha hydroxy, beta hydroxy acids in them. So if you are using any such products, then the beauty therapist would advise you to stop using those products for about a week leading up to having a peel, because essentially what you're doing is ingredients such as those can actually sensitize the skin a little bit, and if you go over the skin with a peel, it will cause a lot of redness, stinging, burning, and could possibly cause some other side effects. So it's best to discontinue those just before you have a peel. They will also check whether you've had any skin treatments that could contraindicate with a peel, such as microdermabrasion, laser, IPL, microneedling. Those kind of treatments should not be done with a peel or too close to a peel, because it can really traumatize the skin and cause a lot of free radical damage to the skin if they're done too close together. And the free radical damage I'm talking about is the result of inflammation in the skin as a result of doing really hardcore treatments too close together. Plus you've got the potential of sensitizing skin, causing infections as well. So it's really important to listen to your beauty therapist when they advise you on how you should be caring for your skin leading up to a peel. Now, do you need to prep your skin before a peel? Some companies, when they do peels, they insist that people prep their skin beforehand. Is it really necessary? Your skin has to be in good condition to do a peel. Why? Because your skin can tolerate the peel better. That means they can leave the peel a little bit longer. That means they can perhaps use a stronger peel on your skin to get faster results. If your skin is in poor condition, they have to start with something really gentle, and then you have to work longer and harder to get the results. So leading up to a peel for at least a month, you should be using good quality skincare products. And if you're not sure what to use, talk to a beauty therapist. Some companies have set products that you must use before a peel, but really what it comes down to is that your skin has to be in good condition. And the therapists have those products that you should be using beforehand, because then they can control the result better. So they understand what you have been using on the skin. They know your skin is ready for a peel. So, but essentially, if you're using a good quality skincare product at home and your skin is in good condition, meaning that it's well hydrated and the barrier is intact and it's got a good immune protection, so it's not a sensitive skin, it's not reacting, then you should be fine to go ahead with a peel. Other things they will check for, of course, is medications that you're taking. If you're taking any oral medications or any topical medications, you must tell your beauty therapist too, because there are certain medications that will cause sensitivity to the skin, which is not a good idea to peel over. So things that you'll need to look out for are photosensitizing medications, whether they're oral or topical. Things like Roaccutane for acne, you absolutely should not be doing any peels, microdermabrasion, lasers, or anything of that sort. Even waxing can be too traumatic for a skin that's on Roaccutane. You should avoid doing a peel if you're using any bleaching agents on your skin, such as hydroquinone, whether it's prescription or over-the-counter. Benzoyl peroxides for acne, they dry the skin out, and the peel can, when it's done over the skin like that's super dry, it can actually burn the skin. So absolutely, you must tell your beauty therapist what you're using, because you could potentially end up with a severe reaction after a peel if you are using strong medication on your skin and then going over it with a peel. So make sure you tell your therapist what you're using, both medications and skincare. If you've had any dermoaesthetic procedures, such as peels, lasers, microdermabrasion, let your therapist know. And any lifestyle factors may affect also the outcome of the peel. So if you work outdoors, if you exercise heavily, it may affect the kind of peel that we choose to use, because the stronger the peel, the more the skin will react afterwards if you go out in the sun, if you exercise heavily, or you do a lot of swimming. So chlorinated pools should be avoided for at least 48 hours after a peel. Heavy gym workout should be avoided for 48 hours after a strong peel, as well as being in direct sunlight. So you absolutely must protect your skin for minimum 48 hours. But we say, really, you should be using sunscreen all the time. So, but what we're saying about the 48 hours right after a peel is stay out of the sun. So stay in the shade, wear a hat, as well as a sunscreen, and stay out of the sun in the middle of the day too. So this is the perfect time of the year to experience a peel, to try a peel. Or if you have more stubborn skin condition, or if you've had the problem for a longer period of time, or it's more a severe problem, then a course of treatments would really reveal a beautiful skin. So what peels would be best for your skin? There are a number of different formulations out there, but essentially they come down to the key ingredients, and these are the ones that you look out for. So let's start with the most popular one, which is the lactic peel. Lactic peel is a more gentler peel. It helps to stimulate ceramide production in the skin, which means that it helps with the hydration and repairing and rebuilding the barrier. So it helps the skin hold onto its moisture a little bit longer. So a lactic peel would be more beneficial for light rejuvenation. There are some lactic peels that are of higher percentage, so they're more targeting rejuvenation, wrinkles, aging in the skin, and they have a lovely brightening effect on the skin too. So choose a lactic peel if you want something a little bit more gentle, if you're a beginner perhaps, and if you more want to improve wrinkles, aging, skin rejuvenation, brightening. So lactic peel is a really good one to choose. Glycolics go a little bit deeper. So glycolic acid will work in the skin a little bit deeper. It will provide a deeper exfoliating effect to the skin. So I would choose a glycolic if I'm treating particularly open pores, sun-damaged skin, thickened skin. The glycolic is still surface, so it's more of a surface peel, meaning that it doesn't get into the pores like the next one I'll talk about. So it is more surface problems you want to treat. But it is stronger than lactic, so even at lower percentages, it can be much stronger than lactic acid. So I would choose glycolic for more of a thicker skin. In lower percentages, it can be suited for most skin types. Now, if you have a problem with rejuvenation, acne, clogging, congestion, blackheads, oily problem skin, then I would choose a salicylic acid peel. Now, salicylic acid is a little bit different. It's an oil-based peel, so that means it's attracted to the oil parts in your skin, such as the hair follicles, where you have sebaceous glands and you have the sebum produced in the hair follicle. So salicylic acid is one of the only peels, well, it's the only peel that can actually penetrate into the hair follicle and liquefy and soften the blockages in the pores, such as the clogging, congestion, and blackheads. So once you soften it up and it's liquefied, it's allowed to come to the surface more easily. So that means that you kind of empty out. So I would choose a salicylic-based peel for somebody with more oily skin or somebody with a problem skin, acne. Now, salicylic is antibacterial, it is anti-inflammatory, so it is also fine to use over acne. Now, It really depends who you're treating. I would not do a peel on a severe acne skin. I would do anti-inflammatory treatments first on a severe acne. I'm talking about large cystic acne, and it's highly inflamed all over. We need to calm that down first. That skin is weakened, it's inflamed. It needs a bit of calming and soothing first before we can go in and do peels on that skin. But where salicylic acid would be beneficial, if you have those just occasional breakouts, occasional pustules, you know, the occasional hormonal breakouts, then it's fine to do a salicylic peel, and you actually see really good results with it. So salicylic acid is the strongest out of all the peels, is much stronger than glycolic, and glycolic again is stronger than lactic. So now there are the acid peels, the hydroxy acid peels, your lactic, glycolic, salicylic. There are some companies who use mandelic, for example, which is from almonds. It is essentially pretty much like your glycolic, really. I think companies use the glycolic, lactic and salicylic most of the time because these acids have been used for a very long time and have the most research and data behind them to show the results and the efficacy and the safety, etc. So they tend to be the most popular ones. What I've seen quite popular just in the recent years, and it's come back because we used to use enzyme peels quite a long time ago, about 25 years ago. We used enzyme peels because they're gentle and they help to soften the keratin in the skin and digest it up. So when we taught about enzyme peels at college, we taught that they act like little Pac-Man, they gobble up the dead cells. So enzyme peels have been around for some time, and you can find them also in skincare, home care products, enzyme cleansers. They're fantastic, but a stronger version of a professional peel can give you a nice rejuvenating effect. It's my dogs playing. They just go hypo and they play. So enzyme peels are, again, good entry-level peels. They're gentler than your alpha hydroxy peels. Often derived from natural source such as pumpkin or papaya or pineapples. Interesting how they all start with a P. So great peel to have as an entry level, something just for light rejuvenation. Because they gobble up dead cells, so they're good for that thickened sun damaged skin also. But what I've found is that they're quite stimulating, so they're good for dull and tired looking skin, so they're really refreshing. Often I've seen companies combine enzyme peels with a bit of glycolic. Now that gets really strong. So I would use that on a more experienced skin or on a really tough skin as well. So there you go. There is a little summary of the peels that are available. And yeah, absolutely, this is the perfect time here in Australia because we're in winter at the moment. Perfect time to do a course of peels. And in fact, a course of peels are done usually once a week for 6 to 10 weeks. So pretty much if you do a peel during the course of peels during winter time, it reveals a beautiful fresh skin for the warmer weather coming up in spring and summer. So yeah, absolutely great time of the year to do it and then enjoy a beautiful skin come summer. So if you would like to know a little bit more about how the peels actually work, I will next jump on into my group and go into more detail about how the peels work. So I'll see you there. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, enjoy your week, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.